change the way you perceive these what if movies, when you change the way your body is reacting to the movies that you're playing, you're changing the movies around, but it's a conscious effort. It's a conscious effort. It's a practice. It's a habit to be able to do that. When you're constantly in that daydream, what if movie, imagination vacation zone, your body's constantly dumping these intense energy providing chemicals into your body, natural chemicals. Your body makes them for a purpose, but that's the thing, is it's for a purpose. And the purpose is when there's real threat about you. But what you're doing is, every time you dump more cortisol and it doesn't have any place to go, you're not running, so you're not using that energy, and it's flitting around going, where's the fire? Where's the fire? What do we got to do? What do we got to do? Okay, it was a false alarm. All right, but we're going to be on standby. We're going to be on standby to give you this energy that you need as soon as you need it, because we know you're going to need it sooner or later. We're the fire department. We know you're going to need it, And it settles, usually right here in your belly. That is the hardest weight to take off. Hardest weight to take off. I mean, if you think of fat, we're going to picture this for a second. Chicken fat. You see, especially on the thigh and on the breast, there's that real loose kind of gelatin kind of, it's just, bleh. You just peel it right off. Fat. That's natural fat, I think. That's what natural fat looks like. It is very easy to get off of your body. The cortisol fat is more like that real thick rind of fat that you get around a New York strip. Right there on the edge. That real thick, heavy, white piece of fat that if you're able to separate it, because it's connected by membranes, it really wants to be a part of that steak. It doesn't want to be removed. And sometimes when you're trying to peel it off, you're peeling off muscle to go with it. That's the difference between natural, I ate too much of the wrong stuff, and so I got a little bit of extra lining there. But it's easy to come off. It almost washes off. Versus that very heavy, thick fat that doesn't want to go anywhere. That's the cortisol fat. Those are just examples, okay? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a dietitian. And it's just a visualization for you. I need visuals. I do. But if I can see that difference and understand that that's why I'm having the hardest time in the world taking off this extra weight from my belly, then I know that I can help myself take that weight off by changing my what if movies, changing my imagination vacations into something more calming and serene that will allow my body to help heal itself. We get addicted to those cortisols and those adrenalines. We do. We get addicted to them, and I guess that's why gossipers love to gossip. And liars love to lie, and thieves love to steal. Because they have the opportunity to make their own little adrenaline rush by doing those things. It's a habit, and it's a addiction almost to some. Taking a look at ourselves, taking a look at how your own body reacts to stresses and circumstances that are around you. Thank you. And understanding what role we play. It's kind of it's not a step for the lighthearted, I guess. Because once you start seeing those things, then you want to change them. You don't have to, because you are who you are in this world, and somebody loves you. You know, maybe not everybody, but somebody loves you, just like exactly the way you are. You know, you change for your own reasons, for your own health. Health is the biggest deal. Our mind puts so much stress on our bodies. We do it to ourselves. We are the ones who cause ourselves to need to have that. That is your environment. That's the way that you're living, how you live, who you are surrounded by, your friends, your family, the loved ones that you chose to bring into your life. You have every bit of power to create the life that you want, need, and deserve. You have all of that power. It's just that you have to recognize. You have to recognize so much around you, not only externally, but internally as well. If you want to change your physical appearance, if you want to lose weight, you have to make a full mind, body, and spirit change. It's not about your diet. It's about what are you doing up here that's causing the stress to stay right here. What are you doing to cause this? You know, or is it an external? Is it your job? Before I started this show, I'm telling you, she was on my mind. And if you go back and you rewind it and you go to the very beginning, you will hear me say, just when the camera kicks on, you'll hear me say, stop it. And then I giggled. Excuse me. The reason why I was saying stop it is because I was fully involved up here. And a little imagination vacation. That's why the topic got kicked off today. I don't mind telling you. I don't mind telling you. I do it too. I do it too. But I also recognize when I'm doing it. And it sneaks up on me. These little what-if movies that play in my head. Hi, Ilani. They sneak up on you. And it's funny because it starts off with a thought. And it doesn't have to be what if. But there's always a trigger. There's always a trigger. And as soon as that trigger goes, that's when the what-if questions begin. And you have to recognize them. You have to recognize the triggers. And then you have to literally stop them. And I have gotten to the point that as soon as I start feeling that little butterfly feeling, man, I snap myself out of it. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself. Because I literally see the difference in the fat. I literally see it. You know, you can't feel it. You kind of can feel it, but not really. Ask to be shown the things that you want to know. What's the difference between the cortisol fat? Okay, here's your answer. And it's always a visual answer. Anyway, so I'm guilty as anybody else. But I'm also aware enough that I can stop them. I can stop the what-if movies. And sometimes it takes 3 times. Stop it. But by the 3rd time you say it, you're serious, and the what-if movies are over. And then you have to calm yourself down and tell your brain, hey, sorry guys, false alarm. False alarm. Don't live in the what-if movies, though. Please. It's not good for you. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your health.